let's have a relaxing chat and talk about some important stuff. And if you can, grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just sit down and just take a moment to soak some thoughts that I have that I think will help you. Just let those thoughts soak in. I changed the name of my channel to Mainspring Thought because I really like clocks and I love clocks, and there's a mechanism inside of clocks and watches that are called the mainspring. It's the source of their energy, and our thoughts are the source of our energy, of everything happening in our life. What we think affects how we feel, and that is how our whole life is created. What we believe true for ourselves is what we will see in our life. So it's really important to understand, your thoughts and thinking certain things on purpose and believing the best for yourself if you want to have a great life. So, I wanted to talk about when we pray and believing that we've received things. So if you think things on purpose, that means you have certain beliefs. So if you want to see more money in your life, for example, then you ask and believe that you've received it and it will be given to you. So what you do, if you, I like Jesus, I love Jesus. I wouldn't say I'm your typical Christian, but I do believe Jesus was a real person, and I believe he came to earth as a healer and to help us. I don't think that my personal thoughts are, he wouldn't like how we've created this whole religion around him. He was trying to tell us that, hey, you're powerful, I'm powerful, and you're powerful, and we all have God within us. The kingdom of heaven is inside you. And when you pray, ask, believing you've received, and it shall be given to you. He was trying to help us, to, live the best life. He came that we might have life and live it abundantly. So let's talk about praying. So when you pray, if you kind of model what Jesus taught, hello printer, let me turn this off. It'll do that 10,000 times. You pray believing you have already received it. And that gets confusing for people. So if you pray like Jesus prayed, you would just say, God, you are the source of everything. You are the source of my abundance, of my prosperity, of my health, and of the wonderful life I live. And I just thank you for all your good things that you do for me. And let's say you want to see $5,000 come into your life. You would say, I want to thank you for the additional $5,000, and I trust the way that it comes and in the timing that it comes. And you would do this, and you would just believe that it's done. And when you finish your prayer, you don't have to beg for what you want, because God knows how to give us good things and knows all of our needs anyway, even before we ask, right? So you just say to yourself, okay, I've asked for that and it's coming, and I trust the process. And when you get frustrated because you have a bill due and you need that $5,000 or $10,000, whatever you've asked for, you just know that you pay what you can on your bill, and you just know that the rest is coming. And that, I know that's frustrating for some people, because they're like, you don't get it. I don't they're probably like, Tabitha, you don't get it. I have zero money. But I've been there, okay? And there were times that I had zero money. I just knew that everything was going to work out for me, and it always did. There's not a time in my life I can look back and see that, I may not have been able to pay something on time, but eventually I could pay it. So if you're always thinking doubt thoughts, and you were asking yourself, but it hasn't come yet, but it hasn't come yet. It's not coming. It's taking too long. You're going to keep getting that. But if you just treat it like it's already done, and you be like Neville Goddard. So Neville and Jesus are saying the same things. I'm not comparing the two, but I guess I am. I guess I am comparing the two. Jesus said, "Ask, believe, and you've received, and it shall be given to you." Neville Goddard said, "You just live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled." It's the same thing, just different words. So you just ask something and believe you've received it, and you live in the feeling of that wish fulfilled. Same thought processes. So it's in the faith of knowing whatever you've asked for is going to be given to you. Why am I even talking about this? Because so many times I see people on Facebook begging for prayers and begging God in a prayer written out on Facebook. And I myself have begged God for certain things over and over again. When you pray for something, you shouldn't have to ask for it again. Like, you should just not even ask for it again. But you know what I would do on the daily is I would say, thank you that 10,000 or 5,000 is already, thank you that that's been provided. And I would always talk about it in the present tense. Thank you that is being provided or been provided. Thank you for, my health. Thank you for my wonderful opportunities. Thank you for people in my life that are, making it more fulfilling. And these are the mainsprings in our life. This kind of thinking, not the worry, not the doubt, not the frustration in the not seeing what you want in your 3D. And I know that's a triggering statement to some people, because they're like, you're living in a fantasy land, lady. But no, not really. You have to have a solid knowing that all your needs are met at every moment in time and point of space. And that regulates your nervous system, and you don't feel rushed or hurried or worried. And that is the goal. And that is when you're going to see a wonderful unfolding in your life. I know this to be true because I used to live in fear. I lived in fear 24/7. I was always in fight or flight. And when I could just let my guard down, know that I was worthy of ease, I was worthy of all good things, my life improved dramatically. So today's point I want to get across is, when you pray for something, you don't have to beg for it. You just acknowledge God as being God, the source of everything. You are a connection. You are directly connected to God because you are God. If God is omnipresent, God is in you. God is everywhere in all things at all time. God is within you. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Where does God live? In the kingdom of heaven. So you don't have to worry about any request. As long as it is for the betterment of yourself and other people, you don't have to worry about it coming to reality. It's being a part of your reality. You just ask what you want, believe it's coming, trust the process, trust the timing. It always happens in divine timing and in divine order. And the universe will literally move people, circumstances, and events to make whatever it is you want happen. So, for example, this teacup I'm drinking from, I loved it. I had a Christmas tea and I didn't have a tea service. I don't have the teapot in my office. It's upstairs. But I needed a tea service. You know what I did? I put it on my Amazon wish list. Within days, I got it for Christmas from my son, because he has access to my Amazon wish list. He bought it for me. I asked for it, sort of. I did ask for it. I said, I want this. I put it on my wish list for Amazon, thinking I'm going to go back later and get it. And I didn't have to buy it. Somebody else did. So I didn't worry about it. I didn't fret. I didn't go back and check and see if it was gone from my wish list. I just knew that eventually I was going to buy that tea service. And here I am, sipping from it while I talk to you. So that is how life works, with the little things like tea services and big things like paying your mortgage, or a better job coming your way, or health and wellness, or an SP, or whatever. That is how it works. You have to have a calm confidence, and you just ask once and you don't beg. And you can thank God for, or the universe, whatever you're more comfortable saying. It's all the same. There's an infinite intelligence guiding everything, and I'm positive of that. So you just thank whatever, the universe for what you want every day. You don't beg. You don't say it's not here yet. You just say thank you that's coming after you've asked. You just believe it's coming. The gratitude is part of the believing. We have gratitude for things we have, right? So keep giving gratitude until it shows up. So to wrap up this video, first of all, I want to thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. And every day be aware of how you're thinking, because your thoughts become your feelings, and your feelings affect your vibration, and that is essentially what guides your whole life. So your thoughts are important, and you're important, and I just really appreciate you being here. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.